acaso que a Jordânia está sempre nas listas e nos índices dos países mais inovadores do mundo, com uma economia que se reinventa a cada momento, com empresas obcecadas por fazer avançar seu segmento e com empreendedores que transformam tudo que é novo no ideal pessoal. A Jordânia é um dos países líderes em inovação na região dos países árabes. E hoje nós vamos conhecer o que torna suas inovações tão estimulantes. Nada mal para um país habitado desde o período paleolítico. Bem-vindo à Jordânia. Uma empresa jordaniana que combina os últimos avanços da ciência com as últimas inovações em biotecnologia. O resultado? Você vai descobrir da melhor maneira, conferindo comigo tudo em que acredita e tudo que pretende a CEO da companhia. Penelope, what is here exactly?
Oh, this is microbiology lab. You can see the bacteria, viruses, and other bugs here. We test them and we diagnose any diseases caused by those microorganisms.
You started the company 10 years ago, right?
Yes.
By that time you had all those equipment here?
No. It was just one lab. We started with a few instruments, and then we became step by step to this large facility.
You never start big, right?
No. We started very small.
It's so difficult for entrepreneurs to start big and develop the market.
Because we need somebody to believe in you and to trust you, then to invest in your company, and then you get enlarged by time.
Oh, you got all those things during those 10 years.
Today, yes. It's all done.
And I think for you, a Muslim girl, right?
Yes.
It's much more harder, right? Or not?
10 times or more harder than a non-Muslim girl, I can say.
How is for a girl to start a business here in Georgia?
It's not familiar, it's not common in our society to have Muslim girls with hijab to go into business. Women in the Middle East are supposed to go to teaching, to medicine, to nursing, but not to business.
Mm-hmm.
And more difficult not to science. They are not into science. So I did both, which was really complicated for a Mediterranean woman.
You're doing your PhD?
Yes, I do my PhD in chemical engineering and biotechnology.
Chemical engineer, olha só.
Biotechnology, yeah. So biotechnology is my main specialty. What can you see here is a cell bank. We call it a cell line bank, and all of those are cancer cells, different type of cancer cells.
Cancer cells?
Yeah. We have breast cancer cells, lymphomas, brain cancer cells, bone cancer cells, and we are trying at this lab to find diagnostics, tumor markers for them, and also we are working on some compounds, synthetic compounds or natural compounds to kill those cells. So we have this group of cells in this liquid nitrogen, and it is too cold. It's minus 200 temperature, so it's very, very dangerous to touch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did you have the interest for science, biology?
When I started my school undergraduate.
Undergraduate?
Yeah, I wanted to be a scientist, and I was very passionate into science.
But when and how you start with the idea of being an entrepreneur? Because, you know, I haven't seen a lot of scientists and entrepreneurs.
Yeah. I started this 10 years ago when I started Monojo. I used to work in an international company called DACO, based in Copenhagen. And I used to be the regional manager for this company. And this company specialized in antibodies for cancer cells. I liked it, and I used to go there very frequent, and I thought that I can do something similar. It's not very complicated to create a company based on technology and science. So I started to think that I can do it. I quit the job and started my...
What motivated you by that time?
Well, I wanted to be different, unique, globally recognized scientist and entrepreneur, make a difference in this world, a lot of things.
But you have already achieved your goal. You are unique,
Yes, I did.
think.
Yeah. Recently, I've won EY Entrepreneur of the Year for Jordan and started to be globally recognized as an entrepreneur.
So you got a prize of
Yes.
entrepreneur here in Jordan.
Yes.
It was good.
Yeah. And this is a documentation gel system for protein characterization, and it's based on charge and electricity. We have anode and cathode, and we can separate proteins and characterize each different protein based on its charge and its size using this kind of instruments. Here we have cell lines, cancer cells. So some of those are breast cancer cells, cell lines, and we have also blood cell lines, lymphomas, and different cancer cells, because we always try to find diagnostics, how to diagnose this cancer, what type of cancer, what stage is this cancer, and trying to find a treatment for this cancer. So this is what we use. And we keep the cell lines here in this very liquid, it's a liquid nitrogen here, the smoke. And this is a liquid, a tank for liquid nitrogen, and we pour it when it's finished, and we keep all the cell lines in it.
Bom. Olha a importância de você ter uma visão global e agir localmente. You found out something related to camel.
Yeah, true. Camels are popular in the Middle East, and because most of it is desert, so the camel tolerate high temperature. So here we have local people called Bedouin. They raise camels, and they used to drink the camel milk. And the Bedouins are so good with nice skin, and they are healthy. So by observation, we noted that they are really in a good health, and the reason was the camel milk. So I wanted to test that, to get the scientific facts, which proves that they claim that it's really good for skin and for health. And we started to characterize the milk component. And we discovered antibodies which can act as anti-acne. So it kills the bacteria which causes the acne on the skin. And we started to work more and more on the camel milk, and we had a lot of discovered. We patent our discoveries in the US.
You patent them?
Yes. And then we started to commercialize it, so to get this innovative product and discovery into the market. So we created a brand in the US called Skin-You.
Skin-You.
It's just amazing, a range of different products, and it's work wonderful on faces. And
it's just popular in the United States.
It's popular. It's going crazy in the US. They always buy it online, and now you can find it in malls and in pharmacies and in retailers. And it's getting successful, and I want you all to try it, because I believe in it. And people started to get these natural things and get rid of the chemicals.